Hello all. In this video, we will see how to configure custom objects using um, a visual builder fragments and without CX Extension Generator. From 22 from 23D, we have this extension generator. So we can use this extension generator to configure the page like from scratch. Okay. So before this CX extension generator, we need to build all these flows, custom object setup from scratch. So now we are going to see how we were doing before this CX extension generator. Okay. So for that, so we should create a sandbox and workspace extension name should be it should be site CX sales extension. So that should be a mandatory because that we are going to refer in our change extensions or customizations. Okay, so where we can find that code is if we go to extension JSON, so we can see this site ID. Usually, the default value will be something the workspace name. It will default with the workspace name. At the time of creation of workspace, we need to overwrite to this value, the ID value. Yep. Now, so we need to download one extension file, zip file that we will get from Oracle's by contacting to Oracle sales reps. So now we are going to download that file and then upload to this workspace. Now to upload, we should go to a workspace navigator, and then we need to choose import option. So here we have a option to import. So we just download it, and so we need to download this. This will create a basic the app UI and then connection details, and then so we'll see. So first step we need to do is the extension VB extension.json. Because of this import file, it got overridden. So we can see the site name is different. So we need to revert these changes to site CX whatever we have made changes, right? To this we need to revert. So to revert, we should use rollback file. So we'll roll back to the previous one. We have rollback. Okay, so whatever we have previously, it got changed back. So that's the first step we need to do. Now, if we go to app UIs, so we can see a CX custom app UI created and a container, application container created. And then also a connection created with the name CX CX-custom. So the first step we need to do is so we need to go to endpoints, and then we need to enable the custom object. Here we can enable all the custom objects that are available here. So we'll choose, we don't need contacts. We can select multiple objects here. So what So here also enabling custom object in workspace is much is required. So then only all the our pages all will be enabled. So otherwise we don't able to preview. We have chosen service encounter. So we'll click save. Okay. All the endpoints for service encounter got selected. Now, uh, so now at CX custom app level, there are two variables created automatically: extension ID and service connection. This extension ID is nothing but the extension ID that we have uh, copied. This we need to change to site CX sales, or the same value that we have seen here uh, from uh, from source code. So this should be copied, replace it here. Then service connection, we have CX custom. So now then we need to create a new flow at CX custom level. So here we should give the API name. New flow flow will be created with the start page. So here we don't need this start page, and we will create a new pages for list and edit and detail. So we'll create 3 pages. Now we have created 3 pages with the empty template, and at at application level we need to choose. So we need to make sure this default page is container. Okay, and then at container level, this is also okay. So now at service encounter object level, we need to create a few variables. But no, okay. So we need to create the pages at service encounter list level. So we'll go to the documentation. So 2 flow level variables we need to create. So in our case, our flow is service encounter, and here we go to variables and we'll click the variables. The first variable is context, and then object name. It's a type of object and create. So this will be a persisted field is session. And then another variable is of type constant, object name. It will be default value, and the API name is service encounter underscore C. For list page, these two uh, object level variables are sufficient. For detail and edit, we need to create at least at page level, at detail page level, and list level. So now we'll go to service request list page. Then here, so we need to change the settings. Choose this let other app UIs to navigate to this page, and also at service encounter level, uh, flow level. So choose let app UI to navigate to this flow, and change the default page to list page. Also, one more change at container level. At application level, we need to add the flows. In flows, we need to add service encounter underscore C. This is not a API name. This is the flow name. Slash flows service encounter underscore C. So this is the flow name. Now we'll go to edit list page, and then page designer. So here we could see CX components. So here we'll drag CX list. So we'll just drag and drop here. Now we'll go to code mode. So we have a fragment created, added. So if we hover on it, so we can see all the properties here. So we need to basically fill the resource property. For a quick thing, so we can go to the documentation and get the code. So we'll copy this, or we can also add the values that is just resource, because we already have the other values. So if you notice, from flow level constants, we are taking object name variable, and from application level constants, we are taking extension ID. So, and also we are taking the service connection, that is CX custom. So we don't need to change anything because object name and extension we are giving from this uh, from the constants. So that's all. So now we just need to preview the change. To preview, click on this preview option. So by default, it navigates to this URL. So we need to add application/container path. Okay, so with the saved search, workspace saved search, we have two records, and these two are appearing here. So currently we haven't created the default pages, but just we created um, the empty flows. It doesn't show the details page. So now let's configure creation and edit page. So to create to configure edit page. So this edit page contains so same edit page we'll use for creating and editing a record. Now let's create edit, and we'll create a few variables for edit page. So the required variables for edit page is ID, and then PUID and mode. Let's go to variables, create a new variable, ID, string, and input parameter enable, pass on URL. Then PUID, and then mode. So the mode default value will be create. The mode default value will be create. So all these parameters are input enabled and pass on URL. So now we go to page designer. So here also we need to add a component called CX edit fragment. Just drag and drop, go to code mode, or uh, from this page also we can add all the parameters that are required, or simply go to edit page and then add the required code. So these parameters are needed. We'll just copy these parameters. We'll add here. We need to format any unknown characters included. So and then we need to change payment underscore C to service encounter underscore C. Yeah. So that's all required for create uh, CX create fragment. So now to create pages, so we have just used the fragment, but the pages are not yet created. So to create pages, we need to go to this layout section and go to layouts, create, uh, select service counter encounter object, and then click create. So here we have a rule set. So we need to create two pages for create layout and edit layout. Enter the value, create layout, and change the, make sure create layout is the ID, and go to this, select the table, the default one. So here add a layout, add the fields that are required. And create layout is created. So now create one more layout for edit. Again, change the capital letter, uh, change E to capital letter, and then click create. So here also we'll add a few fields. So at a layout level, you can see the max columns. So we can change the max columns to 2, so that it displays in uh, uh, two columns. So now let's preview these changes. So to preview again, we need to click on this preview from list page. So we need to rechange the path from CX custom, after CX custom application extension, application container. So now to preview create page, just click create. So we can see the fields that are added. So we can just create a record. Record name is not exposed. So it is asking for a required field. But this is the place where we can create a record, create service encounter uh, using this action. Since the detail page is not yet created, we cannot preview the edit page. So now let's create a detail page. So to create detail page, again, we need to create a few variables for detail page. For detail page, we need ID and then PUID and then row. So these row view. So these four variables we need to create for detail page. ID, PUID, and then row. Row is type of object. Row is type of object, and this doesn't have the pass on URL. So row is just an object, and then view. So view default value will be folder. Now we'll build the UI. So we need to again add a CX detail fragment. Drag and drop, go to code mode and edit the changes. So again, we'll go back to refer the parameter values. So replace this fragment. So here we need to do a few changes that are the object name, and then that's all. Okay. So now we need to create header region from header layout. So now we go to service encounter object under layouts. So then we'll go to rule sets, create a header layout. Edit it, and now here select CX header as a template. Select the badge number as record name, and then other fields into items. Okay, now just click on preview. Okay, before previewing, we also will also add the record edit layout to record name field to edit page, so that we'll get an option to create a record. So we can also create groups and all those things. We will also change max columns to 2 so that it appears in 2 columns. Now preview the list page. Application. So now we'll just create a new record, encounter 3. We could see columns in 2 rows, and we could see the service encounter name. New record created, and it navigates to the detail page. And in detail page, we have added the header layout, and here we can see this region. So, and it is overriding with these values. We need to fix this, and then we could see the details page. So here, if we clear it, we can see the edit page in this details page. So here we can add the additional fields and out. To fix this, we should go to details page, and then JSON. Go to page layouts. Page layouts, and then select the object. And here we have a header region layout. Okay, here we have a template ID. So below to this, we need to use label edge. Label edge property as none. And also will change the header layout so that it looks better. We'll change badge field name to title name. Record name will add in title name. And now we'll preview. So now just preview one more time. If it gives any error, just refresh and then just preview one more time so that it navigates to the proper page. Slash application container. So now we'll go to the detail page again. Now we could see the encounter record name as a title and then other fields at this below. Okay, so by default we'll get this action bar. Okay, so we to give any actions, and this is the detail page. So the panel layouts will come here. So we'll add that in. We need to create panel layouts for this region. So panel will create in the next session.